What resources does contractor have in case of unreasonable denial or grossly underpaid claim? So insurance comes out, pretty much denies on the spot, or gives very little, obviously not enough. What resources does contractor have or should use in your opinion? Chad?
Power the pin, Dimitri, power the pin. What resources do they have? Well, obviously, most contractors know what should be done, and they can compare that to what the insurance company is actually doing. So when I say the penguins of Madagascar and the smile and wave boys, when they start doing that, write it down. You can take pictures if you want to. When you start taking video, it gets a little bit more combative, and I would suggest not doing that right at first. Now, if it's so egregious that you think that it should be reported to TDI immediately, you can certainly tell the policyholder to do so. And what will happen is the policyholder will put in a grievance with TDI. TDI will turn around and tell the insurance company, hey, you've had a grievance and a complaint against you. You have to respond to it. And the insurance company responds to it, the end. So it doesn't really get you anywhere. However, sometimes it makes the policyholder feel better. I suggest that you make sure that everything's documented, and it could be a text, it could be handwritten notes, a book that you keep in the truck, and say, hey, if you have a conversation, if it's one of those where the IA goes up and they're very agreeable, yes, this, that, blah, 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 send them an email. Hey, we were up on this roof on this claim yesterday. You said, if you remember it any differently, please let me know. And that is to combat, as a resource, the denial letter or the underpayment that comes later that isn't anywhere close to the conversation that y'all had at the loss. That's number one. Other than that, unfortunately, it's mostly downstream for guys like me.
Dimitri, your question is wrong. All right? What resources does a contractor have for unreasonable denial? You know what I'm going to say, don't you? All right? The unreasonable denial is to the insured, not the contractor. All right? So the contractor doesn't need any resources. I didn't do anything wrong to the contractor. All right? So the contractor should not be the person going after me. What should happen is if the contractor believes that the insurance company unreasonably denied a claim, then the only thing they should do is tell the homeowner or building owner, hey, in my opinion, this should have been paid. You ought to consult a lawyer or a PA. I got no problem with that. And I know someone who can do it. And as long as then the homeowner calls the lawyer, not the contractor, and the homeowner communicates with the lawyer, I have no problem with that. But what we're seeing is not that. I'm seeing an increase in lawsuits right now down in the valley in a couple of counties down there from the storm that blew through almost a couple of years ago. And it's really interesting. 3 law firms are getting every single matter down there. And we all know what's going on. The contractors are referring all the homeowners to those same lawyers. And in fact, in a lot of situations, which actually caused one lawyer to go to prison for 4 years in hail claims, he was the one signing up the claims with the contractor, not the homeowner. So if you got an insured who you think was underpaid, tell the insured to call a PA or a lawyer and get out of it. That's not your lane.